If you guys never heard of the Wilton 3 days, then let me explain. This is a story that includes a serial killer named Wilton. Wilton is known as a sexist as he only targets women's, not men's. His first day of appearance was on a Wednesday, 1912 September. His first victim was a female named Umayya. The serial killer had a confession to women. He hated women's because they don't do any work. They make the men's do all the work. Wilton had a huge machete in his pocket. He grabbed it and chased Umayya. By the time he reached Umayya, he sliced her on the throat, leading her to suffocation. After Wilton, the serial killer catches his victims. He hangs them on the wall. Umayya was hanged on the wall and kept there. Now Wilton's second victim on the second day was the president's two wives, Edith Kermit Caro Roosevelt and Alice Hathaway Lee Roosevelt. But sadly, but luckily Wilton couldn't catch them, so he had another victim on the second day, named Jamie. Wilton chased after her with a huge chainsaw. But after grabbing her and before killing her, he raped her and then killed her and hanged her. Wilton promised himself after his third victim he will eat all of them. Now the third day comes, his third victim, his third target. He was outside waiting for a female to cross his house. First hour was a bunch of males. Second hour, no one crossed. Third house, a male came. But he's a transgender. Wilton thought he was a female. So what he did was he captured that person. Before killing that person, he raped that person. While Wilton was raping that person, he looked down and saw that the female has a wood. Wilton stopped for a minute and cut it off the wood and ate it. Wilton then said, "Oh, I never knew I was this gay." He said to himself that he will start aiming for men as well, as balls now taste nice to him. Oh, what a gay guy Wilton was, eating men's balls. After hanging his third victim, he went out aiming for men's. He waited on his street for so long until he finally saw a male in the distance. What he didn't know was that male is a police officer. So Wilton starts sprinting towards the male with his machete. The police officer realized that he was getting targeted by a stranger. So he got his gun out and shot Wilton on the balls. Wilton was injured heavily. He was lying down on the ground. The police officer entered text, called backup. About 2 minutes later, 5 police vans arrive and take Wilton. Investigators arrive and search Wilton's house. They found blood and 3 dead bodies on a frying pan. Wilton was taken to a police station and sentenced to a death sentence. He had 1 day left to live. 1 day later, when Wilton was lying down in the floor, naked, about to get executed. One of the police officers asked, "What has happened to Wilton's balls?" Wilton said, "Your buddy shot it." The police officer behind the gun told Wilton to say his last words before execution. Wilton said, "The dead bodies in my house that are on the frying pan is a bomb, and whoever is touching it right now is dead." Then the police officer triggers and kills Wilton, the serial killer. As soon as the trigger got pulled, they all heard a loud explosion coming from far away. They went to the house and realized that 10 investigators died unannounced. So let this be a warning. If you plan on killing someone, don't do it. It will lead to death. If you see a stranger running towards you, do not run into him. Run away. If he's too fast, find another pedestrian to help. Then please like and subscribe.